no. That hurt my earballs.
What are we talking about this week?
I was going to try and sing it. I
Didn't bother to. You forgot how to sing.
I just stared at you. Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
Or
yeah. Or
when we were in Italy, Ready Player One.
It's the adverts. Did it justice.
Yeah.
What song do they pick for that? Oh, Take
can't
On
remember.
Me.
Oh yeah.
Ready Player One.
Take on Me wasn't in the film, was it?
No, I don't think it was. No, you
God.
idiot. No, it wasn't.
Just every other cliche 80s song.
Yeah. Including Jump. Start of Jump. That was. Did you think the way that, just a side note, when they used Jump at the start, did you think the audio sounded dodgy?
I didn't.
The way it was layered, the way that like, the volume of Jump compared to the volume of the God, I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh God.
To the dialogue was.
Oh God.
It's like I shit myself. It sound like a fart.
Nah.
Fart.
Sneeze.
Yeah, it didn't sound right. Anyway.
I didn't notice. I think I was preoccupied thinking we sat right at the side in the IMAX and I can still see okay. It was a nice
That we
surprise.
always sit there.
No, not. But recently we've been saying, "Oh, we need to move over a bit because 3D looks
yeah.
slightly off," but it was fine.
I think this was a odd occasion where it was fine, but usually when we sit to the side in IMAX, it's always a bit off. When you go with your head, when you tilt your head like a dog, you go
Yeah.
ape shit. But then this one didn't.
You start nodding off, which I definitely didn't a
No,
lot of
not at all.
times.
Saying that, I think at one point I was kind of just took my glasses off and went 2D.
2D,
Just
3D,
why not?
2D, 3D.
Should we talk about non-spoilers for a second?
Mhm.
What we thought of it? What did you think of it?
I like
Bits of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was bits of it definitely I really liked. Even though I don't feel like there was bits of it I really liked. I know there was because quite a lot of times I remember like looking to you and really smiling and thinking, "Oh, that's really cool." Like I really loved the first race and stuff, and
Yeah, I'm torn on this a bit.
I can't really mention the other bits that I really like without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
They might be in the trailer, but still.
I think there's a hard line here where it's kind of a film, well, it's a film for everyone because it's Steven Spielberg and it's a big mainstream film, but it also feels like it's a film for gamers and a film for obviously fans of the book. But
yeah,
I feel like a lot of people who are actually into pop culture and enjoy film and kind of people who are a lot more nerdy will find bits of this really cringy, and some of the reference really kind of, like I said, like some of the things they say in this film, it just feels really cringy. It's just like this, and then in some stuff, because it's so light on the nerdiness, like even though it's like it's covered with like nerdiness, it's like it's still quite light in terms of that it's for anyone to sort of get.
Yeah, and I feel like the stuff that wasn't was so in the background. I missed so much. Obviously, when we've watched videos after and so this was in there, this was in there, this I didn't see like even a quarter of it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, and I actually think not like shoved in your face, like look at all these characters, but like we said before, if you'd seen them like interacting a little bit more, like that would have been so exciting to see on screen. Like when else are you ever going to get to see all of these characters on screen together? It does feel like a waste.
I mean, like saying about that, this isn't really going to spoil. It's the scene that you see in the trailer where the big battle. There's a shot in that and it zooms down between the two fighting sides. You could have had the camera shoot between them, kind of like Civil War does, and have it so you see all the characters fighting
just
one
sort
by
of
one,
running
so you
at
can
each
see
other.
both of them. And then a few of them doing like the moves from the games or like anything like that, because then you would have seen them a little
quick.
bit.
Don't like ham it up so it's like look at this. Just
like little quick moves.
It feels like a shame. And it's the thing is the film's not good enough that it's one that you go, I can't wait to like watch it again and again, so I pick up like that and see more of the characters, because I'm not bothered about seeing it again.
You'd have to watch this at home and pause it.
And keep pausing it, yeah.
To see anything.
No.
And I imagine when it comes out, they'll do that and they'll put a YouTube video up, and that'll be much easier to watch a 10-minute YouTube video than do it yourself.
Yeah. And even then, any of the videos that we've watched where they show all the characters and stuff, even where they've paused them, the pauses are really like are really blurry half the time, because it's so fast that you can't even get like a clear image. Yeah, it's a shame, I think.
I would say this as well, if you're watching this and you've read the book, from what I've heard from people who have read the book, this is not to the same level in terms of it changes quite a lot up, and it isn't as technical as the book.
No, I was going to say everyone that we know that has read the book, which is a lot of people. I didn't realise. But they said their books are really, really clever, didn't they? And this doesn't feel quite on the same.
Quite that level, no.
It's a shame.
And they've changed some of the challenges, and we'll leave it there for non-spoilers. And here's non-spoiler. It's a lot of stuff that you'll read if you are going into this blind. I don't know why I'm saying that. Of course you can. I don't know what I mean by that. If you haven't seen the film before, is what I meant. People are saying you can't leave the cinema without a smile on your face. I won't say why, but the ending for me was a bit like, but no.
It felt like a really typical old 80s movie ending to me.
Yeah, even 90s, even just for like decade old ending to an action film. But there are bits in this.
But it didn't even have that like heartwarmingness to me. Actually, there was one bit about it which I won't say, but there was one little bit where I thought, oh. But I think that was more the actor than.
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll go into that. Anything else for non-spoiler? I should say I don't think you'll necessarily end with a smile on your face to say negative about it. I think that there's bits in it you'll go, oh, that was cool. Yeah. And I think the first 20 minutes are better than any other bit of it.
Yeah,
really.
I agree. Yeah, because actually when it started, because I wasn't that psyched about seeing it before, but when it started and the first sort of 15-20 minutes I was like, oh, actually I think I'm going to really like this, and then I just didn't really. Yeah.
Oasis stuff is definitely better than the real life stuff. Should we go into spoilers?
Yes.
Spoilers.
Sound like you're going.
Home Alone style spoilers.
Yeah.
Well. You look terrifying. I'm like grinding it.
Well.
Alright. Spoilers. Ooh, where are we going to start the spoilers? Who are you going to say? What bit at the end?
Oh, when he said, when he had won the whole Oasis, and he said to Simon Pegg, no, like you were his best friend, like signing, that was his like greatest mistake or his greatest regret was losing you. You were his best friend. Yeah. And Simon Pegg like just did a little look and looked like he was gonna have a little cry, and that actually was really. I thought it was really touching, but again, that's because it's Simon Pegg and he's really good, and also because
when he picks the right films,
Marky was really good in it, and it made me think of him, and he was such a sad character.
I wish there was more of those two. When they go into the library and show those two in their past, there's really interesting.
I know. I thought they were going to start showing loads of them together, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm down.
It was kind of squished. I bet there's more in the book, but it was kind of squished and sort of. When they had to find the clues inside the library, it was just also funny. That library must be filled with a ton of people. Is Simon Pegg's sort of avatar character, the butler dude, is he showing everyone around? Because he's showing them around and the library's empty. But
when?
Through the film.
Yeah, no, they say about that though, don't they? They said that like when the game first opened, it used to be like crazy busy.
Oh, did they? Well,
yeah, and they said like over the years it's just died off because. Obviously, people at the start, people were like, "Oh, quick!" But it's been 5 years, hasn't it, since?
Yeah.
So.
It's really funny because that's one of the big plot holes I read was how has no one ever tried to drive backwards before? Because you have to think
even
about
just doing it accidentally.
Gamers go insane over Easter eggs and trying to find hidden gems. If you've had this open for 5 years and the amount of players in there, you'd be trying everything. I don't think you'd be the first person to find it. Especially, and even see that bit of the clue, because it's a really obvious clue, which is, maybe just try going backwards, like, really fast. I was like,
I know.
Someone must have seen that before I'm gone. Oh, right, okay. That's really funny.
No, I agree. They're all dumb.
Especially when they realise that you can't get past when you realise that you can't get any further, which he did, and everyone did, you think you'd be like, all right, let's try.
We'll try going the other way.
Yeah, but they didn't.
It did look cool though.
Huh?
It did look cool, and
it
made me really excited when he went backwards and it all opened up. I was like,
I wish I fucking called that coin was going to be an extra life, because I felt like it was going to be like that. I was like, I knew there was something with that coin.
Yeah. You know when he said,
you go.
Wait, you're the curator?
Yeah.
Why was he surprised? Obviously he was.
Well, that was Simon Pegg. Well, the voice was very obvious, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was something to do with it the whole time.
It just seemed like a bit... Yeah, I don't know. I just had it in my mind that it was, so I was a bit...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe not him controlling it. I had it in my mind that he could, like, it was his voice. I don't know. Because then he put on the voice at the end of it, what do you mean me? I was like... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I guess that's partly because obviously we know Simon Pegg's English. Not that a lot of people don't, but I'm saying we knew him as English first. There's a pigeon on the roof. I was going to say...
It's a pigeon. It could be a seagull.
It was too quiet for a seagull. It was too quiet. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I think...
It was just like when he's like, wait, you're the curator? I was like...
Yeah.
Obviously, duh.
This is the thing of this film, I think, that kind of ruins it a bit. It's meant to be the fun. There are bits that are very fun, but it is very much easy blockbustery in terms of story-wise. Like I said, all the kind of beats, there was nothing kind of risky so much in terms of what happens. We said about, like, I've forgotten her name. What's the main girl called? Artemis.
I've got IMDb up, just in case we forget.
Artemis, that was one of the early things when it's just about her scar. She's like, oh, I better cover it. I was like, they could have gone a bit better than just like a red mark on her face. It looks like she just walked into a fucking lamppost.
Well, it just looks like quite a cool birthmark to me. I don't like, and also if she was like really really ugly and had like a terrible scar or something, that's it. But she's clearly like really pretty, and
everyone else that showed in their bio.
Don't.
Yeah, all the other women that showed, all they really showed in terms of real life people, all look like pretty messy because they look absolutely fucked, and they're saying that people will still judge her because she's got a birthmark there. I'm calling bullshit.
I hate it. It's kind of like, you know when there used to be those teen like makeover movies, and then at the end the girl will be like, oh my gosh, she was pretty all along, but like literally they've picked the most stunning girl and then just put a pair of glasses on her and then she takes them off and everyone's like, oh, and you're like, yeah, but she's been pretty the whole time, obviously. It felt a bit like that. It felt a bit like, oh, always put this red mark on her, and actually she's just like...
Yeah. It just looked really naff. It was just literally a red mark over her eyes. That really isn't much of a problem.
No.
So we laughed and helping we were like, because as well, it looked kind of gimmicky the way she went out of her hair and was like... She's just that kind of alternative... It's that kind of typical thing, age-old problem with film, where it's that alternative girl. It's like, I'm so different, but I look the same as everyone else still. Yeah, exactly. I'm just wearing boots and...
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got tights that are ripped.
Tights, yeah.
And boots.
Yeah.
Sorry, just quickly before we totally move past it, you're saying I wish that there'd been more of the two of Simon Pegg and Mark Rylance.
Halliday and...
Halliday.
What's the other dude's name?
Halliday and... Morrow.
And Morrow.
Ogden Morrow. What a name. What a weird name.
Sounds like a turtle's name.
Yeah. It does.
Ogden Morrow.
Yeah.
My turtle.
And Morrow sounds a bit like sorrow, and turtles are always a bit sad, aren't they? They look a bit sad.
Sure, let's just go with that.
Turned down mouth. Anyway, yeah, it was just kind of crazy to me that you had these two like amazing actors, especially Mark Rylance, and you just didn't use them
much. Simon Pegg was on the poster, so I thought he was.
Yeah, he's barely in it.
I thought he might be a villain because again we didn't.
I thought he would be a villain.
We didn't even know anything to do with the plot, interestingly. The trailers don't exactly say much, which is good, because we didn't know about the plot.
Yeah, that's true. But there wasn't really much of a plot.
But
it wasn't much of a plot.
No.
No.
I think, like you said, they should focus on those two more instead of having the villain as Ben Mendelsohn. Was he meant to be Clark Kent? Because I thought his avatar was Clark Kent.
I don't think so. Well, he was like... really built.
You know, it's like one of the game Supermans. Like, I thought it was meant to be Clark Kent. I don't think it is, because in all the Easter egg stuff you've watched, it's never said that. But he has that. But he's got the hair with that little bit that's like that, doesn't he? He has like the Clark Kent hair where he has like a ooh kind of bit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I guess he's not wearing the
glasses. And also, I was going to say, they have the Clark Kent thing with the glasses, so I doubt they would have had.
No, I thought he was meant to look like Superman, but I guess he was just meant to be his own character. What was shit avatar to look like?
I know, he looked really unmemorable as well. When he came out again, I was like, oh yeah, this guy. I forgot that's what he looked like.
I know it's to be like the whole corporation looking guy.
Yeah.
They should have had less. I like Ben Mendelsohn. I think he's great as an actor, but I think his character was a bit boring. Yeah. He was just a typical villain. It just turned into a typical... To be honest, I didn't
even really notice that he was the villain. Do you know what I mean? It felt like...
you see his avatar, I guess,
yeah, and it just wasn't... It didn't really feel like a big threat. He didn't feel that mean. Like, I feel like they could have turned him quite easily if they'd just been like, come on.
Come on, bitch. Come on. He has some coins if you turn.
Yeah. And I did
TJ Miller.
Yeah.
As I-Rock.
He was the, yeah. I remembered. I would not have remembered his name.
I just thought it was a joke because it's I-Rock. So look at me, I-Rock, and he keeps saying about himself. I don't know. I think they kind of like brought it down to like a blockbuster level of here are these obvious villains. One's like a they're just
which I have to say I wouldn't have minded if they if it felt like they'd really gone for it and like I say sort of just made it a little bit more. I feel like if you're gonna go down that like big Steven Spielberg blockbuster, just a people pleaser thing, then they could have done a lot better than this. Because it feels like it kind of got lost in the middle somewhere. Like they really wanted to make a film for gamers, but then they really couldn't risk totally making a film for gamers, so they didn't do either. They just went somewhere weird in the middle. Yeah.
Because like I said, because you'll enjoy the Easter eggs in this. Like I like the idea that all these people are in it, even though you don't really see them, so it doesn't really pay off enough for all the cringiness and all the kind of like we said that bit of the like the bits, some of the like lines in this, the ones that you remember you said to me was about when she's like, I'm just practicing my Mario Kart.
Yeah.
What's her name? I've forgotten her name now. Isn't it like
what in it?
Yeah.
In
it.
In it. Her name is.
Oh, isn't it? It's H, isn't it?
H. Do you want to know how to spell? That's why. AECH.
Oh, I did it. Do you know why I read that the other day and thought, oh no, it's H. Of course, they would say H. But I was like, I was trying to read it. I was like,
Oh, but her name is also in real life is Helen.
Helen. She got a surname?
No.
She's Helen.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean in the film? I thought you meant in real life, the actress's name or actor? Sorry.
Oh no. No, her real name is Lena Waithe.
From Master of None.
Or Lena.
I wonder how soon she got this role then, because like I said, we've never seen anything else of the Master of None, and then she popped in this as oh, she got out of nowhere. And she's not in the trailers. She's on the poster, but I don't think she's in the trailers. No, she's not in much.
No, didn't see her in that. But I think that's because they were trying to keep it under wraps. Because obviously you're meant to think that that H is a guy, even though as soon as it had like that distorted voice, I was like, that's either a little kid or a woman. Sorry, just it's really weird. On IMDb, they've listed the names, but then they put like Parzival, and then they've just put Wade. They haven't put his whole name. Artemis Samantha. Yeah. Like she had a whole name. It's just weird. That's all. Just a brief mention.
It's strange. I agree.
Very strange.
Yeah, the line where she said about Mario Kart when they were driving the truck, I'm just practicing my Mario Kart. I was like, it's kind of just like shoehorning that in completely. The line maybe two moments like really naff. Yeah. Then the line at the end when Simon Pegg's like, "Well, Oasis, whatever he says," he said, "Well, the Oasis wasn't meant to be a one-player game." I was like, at least say single player. Yeah. People don't say one player; they say single player. Yeah. And again, that's not going to alienate audiences that don't play video games.
Because it's player one player game, Ready Player One. That's probably why I said it. Yeah. Not that it works. I'm just saying.
They went, it's never been a Ready Player One game, looks at the camera.
And it never said Ready Player One, so I was disappointed.
I thought it's obviously called Ready Player One because on games it always says Ready and then it says Player One underneath, but sometimes it says Player One Ready would make more...
Player One?
Reading it out, Player One Ready makes more sense, but Ready Player One is how it looks. Yeah.
We just lost
interesting
30 seconds of our lives.
Yeah, there's some really cringy ass. And he said something about like fanboys knowing the haters, and so oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame for everyone.
Let's talk about the funniest part of this. How does any of the physics work?
I know, because at the start as well, when he was in his little van thing, his van, it's just a van, and he had that the thing on the floor, and he could run in any direction. Yeah. I was like, that's brilliant, because that kind of explains
they kept trying
the majority of everything.
Yeah.
Not thinking, oh, they're going to start like flying and stuff and spinning.
In his van, did he have stuff that lifted him up though? Because I think he had something around his waist.
He might have, yeah, but how did he spin? I would have liked to have seen the really tricky bits. Yeah. And like when I said when she was Iron Giant, she fell forward. I
also don't know, where was she controlling the Iron Giant from? Where was she in real life? Because I remember them being in the van.
Yeah.
Was that before they met up? So she might be in the
workshop. Yeah, but still, like, show those bits. They're the bits that I want to see of real life, rather than exactly. Yeah. But there was
when
a lot in
they were flying,
here
you saw him when they were hovering, because he went like that. He was sat down when they were dancing, wasn't he? Because she stroked him, and he was sat in his chair.
Oh yeah, see
so he was sat down doing
how are they doing spins?
If you have remotes, that'd be fine. Say some of it is handheld.
Yeah.
Games are handheld, then just say like, because you even saying about this. What about everyone else in the world? Because not everyone has those kind of rigs.
No, exactly.
A lot of people running around the street.
Yeah.
Because you saw obviously the Spartans from Halo were running through the street, but then. It showed everyone on the street fighting with their headsets on, but none of them were facing the same way. They weren't. So where do they?
Yeah, I guess
how are
it
they
doesn't
not hitting
matter
each
what
other
way
as well?
You're standing, but then how would they run? I don't know. But that would have been cool if they'd explained that a little bit more.
And then also there's a bit where she threw him a grenade. It wouldn't have. I think she threw it from him. She threw it to him in the car. I think it was in reality she threw him a grenade from the front of the van, threw it back to him, and he caught it in real life, like he threw him something, and then. It didn't show it in the. It's all very confusing and quite funny because not all of it worked. It's funny when they do show it in reality, what they're doing. But it doesn't work half the time.
No, and I was gonna say, the bit at the end when he kisses her and he like leans forward and they're on those ropes.
Yeah.
That bit was so because he was like, oh, I'm gonna take the leap. Like he wouldn't take the leap, but I'm gonna take the leap.
So obviously gonna happen.
Yeah, so obviously gonna happen for a start, which is so annoying. But also, he'd already confessed his love for her like 3-4 times. So it wasn't like, oh, they kissed. I was like, oh, didn't they already kiss? Wait, I couldn't really remember. So it kind of ruined...
Their relationship was very strange.
The relationship was stupid.
Yeah.
It was so silly. But didn't someone say as well that in the book they don't meet in real life until right near the end? Because I could get on board with that. I would buy that. But obviously it didn't work for the film because they wanted to show them together. But I didn't buy that relationship.
Also in the Oasis she looked like a fucking freak.
What?
In the Oasis she looked like a freak. She looked
like
a...
That.
Huh?
You can't say that.
In the Oasis?
Yeah.
Why can't I say that?
Because
she had hedgehog hair.
People like that. Yeah, but people might like that hair.
That's not offensive. It's not real.
No.
She had like skunk hair.
Yeah, no, she looked crazy.
And she looked like an absolute nut job.
Yeah,
I was like, they're like, oh, she's hot. I was like,
I know. But made me laugh as well when she was like, no, when you see me in real life, you're going to be disappointed. You don't have spikes coming out your head. Actually be a bonus to me.
Like you're from shitty Avatar.
Yeah, it's weird.
Saying about this as well, what was I about to say? It was kind of strange reveal. Oh, that's right. I read in the book. Oh, that's right.
That's right.
That sounded staged.
Really fake.
Oh, that's right.
What was I going to say? Oh, that's right. You've got it written down in front of you, haven't you?
I don't. That looks so weird. Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Off the top of my head, it was this. What was it?
I read that in the book, or the novella. Novella. You got that wrong.
I know. I was joking.
In the book, there is play it there. So you know how that obviously this is the thing that kind of movie doesn't really go into. And it kind of poops a bit. Is that you can pretty much die wherever and you have to start again, you lose all your shit, which is kind of ridiculous. That can happen wherever by the looks of this. Even in a club, they got ambushed and could have died. If that's the rule there, surely anyone could just walk up to you with a gun, shoot you in the face and they'll get all your shit and you're dead.
I'm not sure everyone would be playing it if that was the rule.
Yeah. Fucked.
Also, I don't buy when he was like, no, don't, I've got 10 years worth of shit in here. I was like... 10 years? You haven't died in 10 years? That is not... This
is what I mean.
No
like,
way.
Everyone was dying every day in that on Planet Doom.
Yeah.
And also, this is the thing with games. This is what I mean about like trying to look at game as something. You have chests that you put your stuff in.
Yeah.
I haven't said they have chests. I know the whole like the impact of dying is like, oh god no, but like it's ridiculous. Like you said, it's ridiculous that none of them have died. especially in a long time. And also in the book, which is a lot smarter, there is I can't remember what they're called, like friend zone worlds. They're not called. I can't remember what they're called. Basically, like places where, like in games where you can't pull out your weapons.
Yeah.
So the club in the game in the book would have been a place where you can't be violent, where you can't shoot anyone. Yeah. It's like you're there and you can't get the gun off your back, kind of game in video games.
Okay.
Non-fight zones, basically.
Yeah.
So you can go to places without having to fight anyone or have to kill each other, which would make much more sense because I can't believe in this world you can just go on any planet and kill each other.
You can just die anywhere.
Like Planet Doom was cool. It's like, okay, that could be like a world where you can kill each other and get each other's loot, and that's the risk you take. But not on like the club and stuff. I was like, it's weird. That you can literally die
anywhere. Yeah. No, I didn't.
Like I said, if you can, then surely you have chests. You'd have chests. You can save your stuff.
Because how annoying would that be?
It'd be ridiculous. Just keep losing.
It seemed like a stupid.
If you lose everything, does that mean you lose all the stuff as your avatar as well? Because how do you choose your avatar?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
It never showed because the way it did it, it showed it like when you died in this, that was it. You couldn't play the game anymore. It's the way they conveyed it.
No, you could still play.
No, I know, but it looked like the way they conveyed it in the film. It looked like you couldn't play anymore because everyone died and then they switched them in for someone else.
Yeah, I think it was just because obviously it would have taken a minute to like set it back up or something. I don't know.
It was just. That's all the kind of technical sides are a bit kind of. Issued in. I know it's a blockbuster film and that's why it's sort of the technical sides are sort of left to your imagination, but it's kind of poo because that would have been cool, especially if you're doing a film about gamery kind of stuff.
Yeah, it ended up more being like a quest film than actually about.
Yeah. I can work with the keys. I didn't mind the keys and the challenges because they were linked to Halliday, which is cool.
I didn't mind that at all.
No, I know, but then like Ben Mendelsohn made it more of a questy film because it was like he's the villain, he's trying to stop you for this reason, global takeover. It's like don't care for that. Just do the stuff with Halliday. You don't actually need a villain really. I know you need it for the big fight, but you could have it so Halliday set up like a big fight, and as the final challenge is a big fight to try and get everyone to unite and fight together, or have it something like that.
I think I quite liked that he had his password written on a bit of ripped off post-it stuck to that really crazily expensive chair. I actually quite like that.
Didn't they have?
That was quite fun.
They're so weird because they kept making him look like he doesn't give a shit and like he's just doing it for this. But then he was pretty good in the game, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I know. I don't get why he cried at the end. I don't get why he teared up at the end because they conveyed him to not give a shit at all. They just sort of thrown in there to go like, oh, sympathetic for the villain kind of thing. God, when he got in the car with the woman that was helping him, who had no character at all, was just sort of his sidekick.
Oh no, I forgot. I literally forgot about her until you just said that.
Yeah, the one when he got in the car with her.
Yeah.
She was literally the lapdog that you get in like, well, like the Kingsman one, but she's pretty cool. And Kingsman, the one with the sword legs, and then like you had it in Blade Runner 2049 with like, I've forgotten her name. You always get that. You keep getting like that. It's that kind of cliche female sidekick who's just a badass, but is also just the sidekick.
She's in Tomb Raider.
What, the woman in this?
Yeah. She was the one she fought at the start.
Did you just look that up?
Yeah. Because I was like, I've seen her in something really recently, and it's
at the start.
Yeah, at the boxing.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Yeah. At the boxing.
The boxing?
Yeah.
Oh, that was what?
No, yeah, that's right. I've just remembered. I didn't look it up. No, but I was thinking, what have I seen her in really recently when we were watching it, and that's what it was.
The Tom Raider.
Tomb Raider. She's in Black Mirror.
Interesting. Yeah, she was kind of pointless in this. When he got in the car and tried to speak to her, and she just like whacked him, and it went. The noise even went. Whoosh.
I know.
I was like,
oh god.
I'm bored of watching at the end of films people like the villain get in the car going, and then going, you idiot. It's always
I was gonna say, I almost like you could have replaced her with like a bumbling like, wasn't my fault, boss type thing, and it would have been,
it was very. Also, the police just came along and arrested him, didn't they? Because she made the call about. I can't remember now. It just. I'll be honest, I didn't love this.
No, I didn't either. Nah. Which is upsetting because I wasn't that psyched for it, and then when it started, I was like, "Oh no, I'm in," and then it just no.
It kind of. It's the thing. It kind of feels like it just feels really like. It's really hard now to get pop culture into. When you're referencing pop culture, everything that we watch seems to make it really like cheesy and really obvious ones. Like in this, it was like they did The Shining, which I liked how they did The Shining stuff. It's very cool, but they were like, "You've never watched The Shining," and like that kind of stuff. It's like none of them were around when Shining was. Well, surely I don't know how old they are, but Shining wouldn't be an obvious film for them all to watch.
No.
And it's a very popular film. They all love pop culture, but it wouldn't be like a.
Yeah, well,
it's more just the way it goes to each other.
2045, so yeah, wouldn't be that shocking.
Oh, good point. Yeah, because they're in the future, like Mars in the future.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely wouldn't have been around.
No. Well, it might. I mean, I'm sure it will still be around in 25 years, but.
Yeah.
And it will still be popular, but it still won't be a thing like, oh, you've never seen.
That's so nitpicky, but if they're in the future, why is there no new films that are really popular?
It's only 25 years in the future.
Yeah, but every single film that's really popular, that is really popular now. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that we've already got now.
As now. Yeah.
That's really nitpicky though, because they're not going to make their own films up for it.
No.
But
no.
Yeah, the Oasis stuff's really cool. I did enjoy the race. You both said that was really exciting to watch.
Yeah, it was.
And the
really
stuff
was.
like having King Kong jump over.
That was a bit I didn't want to spoil, but yeah, the King Kong bit I absolutely loved, and I actually found that like quite oh my god, because it was massive on the IMAX screen and it was so loud. I was like, ugh.
The fucking audio in the IMAX was brilliant for this. It
was
so
actually,
clear.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
So like especially the King Kong bit.
Yeah, and I was going to say also when he first puts his
headset on.
Yeah. And it like zoomed you into the world. I was like, oh, that looks so amazing.
Yeah.
And then they kind of didn't.
Does he start the race? It's the first place he goes in. I think it's the race.
Oh god, I can't remember.
He was like a douche in the Oasis. I'm just going to say that quick as well.
Yeah, he looks stupid. What a weird. Yeah, it was such a weird character. I don't believe he would create that character. That was the thing as well. He did not feel like one with his avatar. Like I couldn't believe that he would create that.
Yeah.
Like the others, I could kind of buy that that's what they would do, but him, I didn't feel like that's
too anime kind of looking.
Yeah, and I don't know what I don't think. I feel like he felt like he was a little bit like nerdy and a little bit of a geek, so I feel like he would have, I don't know, made himself.
I've never made a game where I can dress up as a fucking warrior and have like big armor and like like a fucking nut job. I've never made myself wear like clothes like I'm in Back to the Future.
Yeah. Well, no, even if he'd looked like more Back to the Future and he'd had like a set of goggles on his head and like a cool jacket and like gloves or something, but he just had looked Converse. Really weird.
He wore in real life.
But yeah, but not even. I think he looked better in real life than he did in the game, which I don't believe he would have done. It was weird.
No, that's what I mean. That's what he was wearing in the OCS he could have worn in real life. Is he was wearing Converse and really skinny jeans. I see what you mean. I was like, the amount of stuff that's available in this game, and you have your favourite characters.
Yeah.
And you've just picked this costume.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
What was Artemis wearing? Some skimpy outfit. I can't remember.
Well, I think she had like a. Didn't she have like a jacket, like a leathery red jacket? Have I totally made that up? I can't remember. God, no. And like tight trousers or something. But then she had that like crazy dress on when they went to the. I've been bitten. When they went to the club.
Some of the game stuff's cool. I like the little pop-up menu in front of your face where you can like shrink stuff and sort of go like that. Like with the ships, it makes more sense. They thought about that a bit. And when with the ships, you have them little, and you obviously boom them up.
Technically, the film must have taken so much work.
Yeah, the fucking special effects are absolutely ridiculous. Like it looks, this film is very pretty in terms of the special effects. I'm sure it'll be up for an Oscar for special effects. It's absolutely ridiculous, but. Like you said, it's like Transformers. It doesn't always sort of pay off to have all the big effects because, especially when they're so quick, you can't always that big fight. Like we said, you couldn't see anyone that you.
No, I think that's a huge issue with it, actually. To be honest, because I was thinking, oh, actually, this is going to be really nice to sort of see all of these, and I wonder how many I'll be able to pick out, and the answer is 0 because it's too fast. It's way too fast. And like I said, I'm really not saying like have them right at the forefront and have them like on camera all the time or show them really obviously, but like enough so you can see them like a bit. It just
utilize. Well, we said that. I mean, I'd be happy with all of this film, with the plot, with where it went, all of that stuff. I could deal with that if they utilised the whole film was essentially based around. It says it wasn't, but it was trying about like what you could spot and having all these different brands in here. But if you utilise them more, like we said, we really like the Chucky bit.
Yeah,
it was really funny when they threw Chucky, and I was like, oh fucking Chucky, but like it should have felt a bit cringy, but I didn't mind that bit. But that's funny how they used Chucky. It looked quite funny when they put it out. She's like, trying to stab him. It looked quite funny.
Well, because they used it as a weapon rather than just being like, oh, here's Chucky.
There's Chucky walking in the background of the club. Yeah.
It was used as part of the game, which was great, yeah.
But they didn't always.
But they didn't really do that much at all.
You didn't see bits quick enough. It was just about having the image. Like, she pulled out the lance from Gears of War, but if you're going to pull the lance, I want to have her go with the chainsaw for a second, or have someone using the chainsaw.
Because there's never going to be another film that does that. Has
not for a long time.
Has the rights to all of these things. Like, oh my god, it's kind of like a kick in the face that they haven't used what they got all the rights for. God, how much must they have paid? And
I guess that kind of thing. Do they have to pay for them all, or do people go, "Oh, let's have it in this film for the sake of..." Like the Iron Giant will have done well, had got business office now because you've got it. They're adding it to Netflix.
Yeah, I mean,
to
be fair, it's Spielberg, isn't it? It's not like a.
Yeah, it's promoted Iron Giant definitely.
Yeah.
I love that people are kicked off about that. I'm just we're on here. They're saying about it not being the purpose of Iron Giant because he's not meant to be a weapon. It's like fucking. It's just the skin of Iron Giant. It's just the look of him. And it's not even the Iron Giant, because I know they say it's, but Vin Diesel, as different to what I thought it was going to be his voice. He doesn't speak in this. And it's a prototype. It's like she's been building it.
I was going to say, she built it. It's not...
Like, there's bits missing. It's not the Iron Giant. It's the look of it. Yeah. Sorry, what were you about to say?
That would have also been cool if you had people playing in the skins of certain things and they'd like acted totally different to what their character is.
Yeah, but then I don't.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, you mean like I get what you mean, but I don't.
Well, I mean, if you'd played as like any video game characters, give me any one. I mean, like
Master Chief walking on like a sassy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
or mix him up as well. I know they're different things, but you could probably like again, if you could give me the skin of anything, I wouldn't just wear like one thing. I'd wear like a helmet from something. I'd wear a chest piece from something else. I wouldn't just be like. Yeah. Because I thought that must be really dull, especially when I saw the Overwatch. I was like, that's your skin, but then why wouldn't you want to like?
I was going to say that. What are they just picking? Yeah, because people don't do that really.
What, pick one hole over?
You wouldn't. Yeah.
I'd rather have my own look than look like something as well. As well.
I'm sure
if it's unlimited.
I mean, but I'm sure like I can totally buy that. A lot of people wouldn't make their own, and they would want to look like a thing. So that's absolutely fine.
Some of the ones that you want to look like something Sonic the Hedgehog. I was like, why would you want to look like Sonic the Hedgehog?
I don't know, but I guess if you can change it quite a lot, I don't know, huh?
So how does the height thing work?
I don't know.
We said that someone's a giant leopard dog, which I thought was the lion cat from the Saga comics, but I don't think it is. No. But how does that work? How do you play as a giant cat? There was one thing that was smart as well. They changed someone's skin. I don't know if it was when they were tricking Ben Mendelsohn's character. They changed someone's skin and they felt and realised that it wasn't the right. I think it was when he was human. Obviously, he was still his avatar. He went like this, and he could feel the outline of his avatar, even though we couldn't see it. Oh. To try and say they've changed his skin, but because the height of his skin is smaller. Yeah. He could when they were tricking him, he was still in the Oasis, wasn't he? Yeah. But he looked like he did in real life.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I know.
So he would have. So ideally, his physique would have been the same size, but the change was like. So he was feeling like the shape of him without it being there, because the physics hadn't changed, so it was the right size, but the look had, so he looked smaller, but the physics were the same shape, which was quite clever, like a little hint.
That was cool.
Which I liked, because they've just changed his look.
I like that too.
Yeah, which is cool. I think it was that bit. I can't remember. I just remember a bit when they were feeling that it wasn't there, and they're like, oh, okay, shit, I'm actually this big.
Yeah, and then he could see them, couldn't he, behind him in the mirror, like all of them.
That was such bullshit.
I know.
That reflection, I was like, you can see everything in that little reflection.
Every single one. This is right at the right angle. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know why they did that. They didn't. It was just that reflection. They could have found something better than that reflection. Yeah. That was hilarious. Yeah, it's really weird. Don't think of anything else. I don't really like much of the character design in this, if I'm honest. I don't know what they look like in the books, how they describe them, but like I said, you have unlimited possibilities, and the character design's pretty meh.
Yeah.
And I think because they look so like
That's interesting, actually.
Oh, who's doing it? I've forgotten the name of the guy. Can you look up the director of Machete? I forgot. His name's gone from my head. He did Machete and Sin City, and the name has completely gone from my head because he's now doing. Is it Angelic, the Battle Angel film? What's the director called?
Ethan Manicky.
The director of Machete? Oh. You type in the director of Sin City then, because that is not who I meant.
Is it Machete or Machete Kills?
I thought he did both.
Robert Rodriguez.
That's the one. Robert Rodriguez. Can you click on him quick? Because I can't remember what the film's called. Is it Alita? Oh, it's Alita Battle Angel. Do you remember that? If you click on it, you'll recognise what I'm talking about.
Hang on.
I'm pretty sure Robert Rodriguez is doing it. It'll be at the top of his IMDb.
Oh, he's in Sin City.
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah.
It'll
be at the top. Ugly Dolls. Battle Angel. Here we are.
Is it Alita Battle Angel? Do you know what that is? Do you remember that?
No.
If you click on it, it might give you a picture for it.
Stop telling me what to do.
Oh, come over there and kill you. Oh God.
Judd Apatow's top 5 stand-up special. Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
If you know what we're talking about, if you don't,
it
look
looks
it up.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, the thing is with this, and this is why the unfortunate thing with Ready Player One is they've made him so anime looking, but like 3D anime, where it's like giant eyes, plastic skin.
Yeah, and why would
you have
just
like
just the 2 main ones have it too?
Stop playing with matches.
I'm not playing with them. I'm actually lighting a candle because I thought we need some ambience for this podcast. That's smoky. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why.
Just those 2.
Yeah, why out of those 5, like the others had really cool avatars, but they both picked to look like slightly human, but not human.
Yeah, there wasn't many people who looked like that.
No, and it just seemed really convenient for the film that those 2. It would have been really cool actually if she was like, I don't know, like a glass pony or something. Do you know what I mean? Though?
Yeah, a glass pony. The first thing you thought of was a glass pony.
That's because that's what I would be.
I love you. Oh God, I love you.
Oh God, I love you so much, glass pony. How would that work? Because as soon as you started cantering, you'd be dead.
Let's not get into this.
Well, fine, let's not. What would your avatar be like?
I don't know.
Do you think you'd go like for armour, or do you think you'd...
Yeah. Definitely. It's a fucking... Apparently everything... And you can die on any of these planets. You can get killed on any of these planets. I definitely fucking
But if you couldn't, if you're just creating like the best
I'd still
avatar.
probably put on some armour still,
Oh my God,
imagine.
you're so violent.
Well, maybe not. But like, I don't know. I was trying to get games where you've had the...
I would be a glass pony.
A glass pony. I don't know. Probably armour, because look how naff the people who haven't got armour in this look.
Yeah.
All of them are really weird designs. All of them are kind of like... And I get that because they look quite funny. iRock looks like Doctor Doom from Fantastic Four. A little bit. With his chest and his...
Can't think.
I'll show you pictures from the comics and you'll see what I mean. Like I said, I think fucking Ben Mendelsohn's character looked like a lot like... Why is his name just gone from my head?
What?
Clark Kent.
Oh.
Clark Kent just went straight out of my head.
I thought you meant Ben Mendelsohn. I was like, you've literally just said Ben Mendelsohn. Oh my God, what's his name?
The problem with the big... I'm going to talk while I'm showing you this. The problem with the big...
Oh yeah, he does.
With the big eyes and the animated look is that not all video games, especially now, don't look like that. They kind of look...
Yeah.
That's a better one with the 2 circles on his cloak up. They don't look like that ever, really. It's very rare. If you're playing Guitar Hero, you'll probably see characters that look that animated, but like, but the thing is, like, it looks, watching it, sadly, watching those characters talk, especially the 2 of them, as in Artemis and Wade Watts. Why have I forgotten his name in the ISIS now?
What?
Wade Watts' character, isn't he?
Oh,
he's not called Wade in there.
No, he's called... Oh my God, don't tell me.
The 2 of them, watching them looked like I was watching Avatar.
Yeah.
And they just, they looked quite gimmicky. Yeah, I don't know. Even for Spielberg, this feels like a strange film.
It doesn't really feel like Spielberg to me.
The the spectacle of it does. The size of it.
Yeah, the size of it, but not the heart of it. Like, it doesn't feel very warm, apart from like that last little bit that I said about with...
He did BFG as well, didn't he? Spielberg,
Yeah.
That's probably why you've got the same dude. You told me he played the BFG. What's his name, sorry?
Mark Rylance. He's so so...
He's adorable in this.
I know.
He's very much an 80s
He's adorable in
character, isn't he?
everything. He's adorable in everything, honestly. He's so sweet. Parzival! I had to look it up because I forgot.
Parzival, is it?
What?
That's terrible.
What did you say?
He's very much an 80s character.
What did you say?
Parzival.
We said Marzival. That's it.
That's it, Marzival.
Oh, marzipan.
Marzipan.
I knew I'd remember.
Marzipan, that's the one. Why was there a scoreboard for collecting keys? There's only 3 keys. There's going to be a fucking stupid scoreboard.
Yeah.
I feel like they just wanted a scoreboard in this.
Yeah. I do too.
Okay, I don't know how much we can blame the film and the book, because we haven't read the book. What was I about to say? I've completely forgotten. It was about that dude, Marzipan.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Edward Norton a little bit. When he was doing the bit where he's like fast, like really fast, I was like, he looks a bit like Edward Norton. But older.
Yeah, I can see that.
He was also a wizard as his character, which is interesting.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Did you?
I really liked that.
He looked creepy as a wizard, I'll tell you that.
He did look creepy, but I just thought, I love that he wanted to be a wizard. That's so cute. Yeah.
I didn't mind him as a wizard. But yeah.
You've seen him in something else very recently.
Have I?
Yeah.
What?
Big Oscar film. That we didn't love.
Shape of Water?
No. No.
Big Oscar film that we didn't love?
Yeah.
Coco?
All of them. No.
What Oscar films did we watch? That we didn't miss. We only watched Lady Bird and Shape of Water and 3 Billboards. We loved that. So you're going to have to tell me.
That's all the Oscars. Dunkirk!
Oh, Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he in Dunkirk?
He was like the guy on the boat with the other young boy that got hit in the head and died.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. It looks so different. No.
He doesn't.
Well, he doesn't have long curly black hair, does he?
I think when you see him again in Dunkirk, I don't think you'll think he looks that different.
No, I can see that that's him.
No.
I mean, but in this he had like, I don't really.
No. No.
No, but I mean like.
No, I know what you mean. No, he does look very different. Yeah.
Because it's only because he has like long curly black hair in this.
Yeah.
And he doesn't in that. He just looks normal. That does. I think it's more that it looks like him in real life, but obviously if you look at him in Ready Player One.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's like a different dude.
He is the best thing about it. I said it the other day, but you haven't seen Bridge of Spies, but he's the best thing about that film. Because
he's an odd job.
You just need, honestly, I would just watch his scenes in Bridge of Spies just because they're just so... You know, you just love watching someone just like be... I know. You just want to watch someone just be on camera.
Did you just
like
want
just
to speak?
existing. No, I was trying to think of the word to see. Honestly, he's so gripping. I think he's amazing. He's my fave.
I'll watch it.
And he's brilliant in BFG as well. BFG wasn't great. Very sweet.
What else have we got to talk about with this?
Well,
we haven't really said about H or the other two. The other two weren't really enough. I forgot their names. What were the other two mates called? The one that was 12 years old in real life. Who I thought was a female. In the...
I can remember. Hang on. Oh God, I thought it was gonna be sick then.
It was like.
Don't know where that came from. Just finding it now.
That's what that was it. They made the 12-year-old. They were talking about like, you're the best samurai, like trying to big him up. I was like, he never felt shit about himself. Why are you doing the typical film? You're like, you're the greatest warrior.
Show.
That's it. Yeah.
And Daito.
Daito.
Daito. Daito.
Oh, now they all met. I'm seeing the. Yeah. How do they find each other? I don't know.
It was also when he was like, "Oh, he's my best friend in the Oasis. We've never met in real life, but he's my best friend like anywhere." I don't. When would these two have met?
What, in the Oasis?
Yeah.
I can't have who have more friends. It's such a big place with so many people.
No, it's true.
They're a typical kind of choosing. They don't feel like real life friends. They feel like film friends, don't they? Their characters feel like they'd be friends in films, but not in real life.
I don't even know that I buy that they would be friends in this film. It's just because his avatar looks so weird. I'm telling you, that's why. They should have made him more.
One of them's a with a metal chest in the other
No,
one.
but they should have just made him a bit more charming or something. Not charming like handsome and stuff. I mean, just like...
Who?
Parzival.
I think Parzival's like he's pretty nothing.
No, that's what I mean. Like not charming, then more. I think I'm using the wrong word. Just more.
I think she should be more of a dick.
Just likable or
anything.
Why do you think he should be more of a...
Just be interesting because the thing is...
You just want everyone to be a mean character
no,
in
because
everything.
if he's cocky, he should be like every other hero. And the way he is nothing. I don't buy that.
I don't want him to be cocky, I just wanted him to be...
I wouldn't be more obsessed with Halliday, like to the point that it does make him a bit like shitty with people. And just change how it's done. But that was more... The most interesting thing about his character was his obsession with Halliday.
Yeah.
But he was somehow still the kind of good-natured, I got the girl in the end and I've saved the fucking world.
Yeah, but I think Halliday's a good man, so I don't know why he would be horrible.
Well, okay, but they should have made... But then Halliday had problems as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said he made mistakes. He said he made massive mistakes. But I don't know, he just like, what I mean is like, Parsifal didn't really have anything about him.
Yeah.
But then also, it was the chosen one again.
Maybe you should have made him more like Halliday.
Yeah.
But again, how much of this is
given the
book,
same haircut.
So... Yeah.
That's what they should have done. This, yeah, it's...
You can't tell what's this and what's
There's
the
too
book.
much in this film to even try and give it, like, to even try and sort of smarten it up a bit or try and make it feel a bit more
That's
independent.
True.
To be honest, it's just a blockbuster. It's just a fun one. It's probably a blockbuster that people who don't like most blockbusters will like. 'Cause it's a bit
but I don't
more
even
nerdy.
see this as being one that everyone's going to want to see.
No, people will be like, oh, it's for nerds.
Mine,
it's for
and
kids
I don't think that you can see the characters enough that people will be like, oh, they're in it, or they're in it. I want to go and see it for that.
I'm a bit disappointed. I was excited to go watch it because more because I wanted to see like characters fighting and see like these characters that I've seen from
and
games
how they were
and
going
film.
to use their powers and weapons and
how they're going to be utilised in this film. Not at all.
Totally agree.
Not really.
No.
Other than again, there's cool little shots, but it's bits you've seen in the trailer, like the bit where H jumps with a Halo assault rifle and shoots Freddy Freddy the Cougar. Jumps and shoots Freddy Krueger. And I think she shoots Jason at that point as well, and Duke Nukem, which is cool. Because it slows down for a second, you can see him all, and I was like, that, and the coin collecting stuff was cool.
Yeah.
The DeLorean was cool.
Why did you just look at me like that?
What?
Just halfway through your sentence, you just like snapped your head back and like really widened your eyes as you were talking. That's really weird. Didn't like it.
The DeLorean was used fine, and the Akira bike. It was nice that the Akira bike was quite a big bit. I haven't watched Akira yet. I need to, but it was cool that they used the bike. That's like quite a main point. And she had stickers on the bike, which I like. That's what I mean. So they're blending stuff. Cool. She had like a Wonder Woman sticker, and I can't remember what other sticker she had, but they were blending stuff. Like he had a belt buckle, which was from, was it Thundercats?
Thundercats, yeah.
Yeah. And the DeLorean was used fine because he had to go under a truck, so he literally just lifted the wheels up as like when it flies and went underneath the truck. Because like when you utilise what these things can do,
then that's really awesome.
It's much cooler.
Yeah.
And there's the whole thing that the T-Rex smashed through a ball with Last Action Hero in it. Because Last Action Hero came out the same week as Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park smashed it in the box office, so it smashed through the billboard in this film, which is quite funny. Yeah, they utilised...
You read that, didn't you?
Huh?
You read that,
Someone told me that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know
flipping heck, if you picked up on that.
No, I do
really
not have
upset.
that much of a knowledge. Don't put your hand in wax when the candle's burning, because that's how you burn yourself, isn't it?
Don't tell them that. I like to play with the fire. Yeah, it was kind of just confirmed what my fear was, that I was going to go and not see any of the references. But I'm kind of glad that, like, well, not for you, but I'm glad that you didn't either, and it wasn't just me, like, not being able to recognise things or missing things. Yeah.
I just nudged you and I saw something. That wasn't often I nudged you. The only things I picked up I thought weren't obvious were a few guns. Like I said, I saw a few guns from Gears.
Yeah.
And I saw Serenity from Firefly, but that was more because I was like, I feel like they're going to put Serenity in this.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure you noticed a lot more than I did, but I just mean, I'm glad that you weren't like, oh my god, you missed that, or you missed that, or you missed that.
You picked up on the Terminator thing. I didn't even fucking think about that. The old thumbs up while she falls.
Yeah. I did just mime it, but you can't see through the mic.
No. You saw Borderlands. It was the time I said Borderlands. I didn't see that. That's quite a lot you saw. I didn't even pick up on.
And Halo. It was when he went to buy all that stuff.
And there was That's what I mean. That mixing. That was cool that she had the Halo assault rifle, but was using that, but then wasn't a Halo character. They're mixing that up a bit better. Yeah, I guess they were in clans though, so I guess probably all the Halo Spartans were a clan. I also don't buy that they would have played all these video games because they're all really old now.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially smaller ones.
Yeah, there's no new ones in there.
Well, there is, but we don't.
That was the most horrible laugh.
Although I'm trying to think if there was any small video games in there. Maybe if apparently Clementine from Walking Dead, the Telltale Walking Dead series is in there. I don't buy that that's in like 20 years, 25 years is going to be... It's amazing, but I don't feel like it's not going to be iconic enough.
No, I don't think so either.
Unless you're a little girl and you want to play as...
But then I quite like that because
I didn't see it myself.
I like that because I like to think that somebody loves that game like in 30 years and they just put her in because they liked her so much.
Yeah, it isn't too much of a gripe because I guess that people do still play old games now. But yeah, that's just interesting.
Yeah.
Anything else to say?
No, just I guess it's not like horrific. It's not a terrible film. Like I wasn't bored or like this is just an absolute...
It's not a bad film. It's just not masterclass. It's not like a great film other than the way it looks and the way it sounds. I wish they used noises from props. Sorry, I was just saying. I wish they used the noise, like the sound effects. Like I said, with the Lance, they should have had the chainsaw going, and when you heard
that noise always puts me on edge.
They had the torque bow from Gears. I'm pretty sure I saw the torque bow from Gears as well.
Do you know what would have been really cool if, like, when the fight started, if they had the noise that's in the campaign that.
Say that again, sorry.
You know the noise from Gears when the wave starts.
Yeah.
Like,
that noise, Jesus Christ.
That would be so cool if they used that. Like at the start of the fight or something.
Yeah, it would be cool. Apparently there was a Gears character in this. They used quite a lot of Gears.
Yeah.
I was just going to
say...
Why can't I find one video?
I was going to say something really good then, I've forgotten.
Will this be it? I'm just trying to find the sound effect. It's always good when your sound's not playing. Oh, it's playing. This video's got no sound. I was trying to sound the sound of the talk bow, because then it's the one that goes. Oh, she's that. Hang on.
It's the one that goes.
No, it's got fucking music
it's
on it.
It's a weird sound.
I can't find one. Basically, it's the one that the talk bow you put. I think it's
No. Sorry.
It's just, you know what I mean. If we play Gears,
I was going to say, I'm sure I would know it.
It's such a cool noise, and I think that's what she used in it. So it'd been cool to use the noise.
Yeah. Don't you think that noise from the start of the wave for the start of the fight would have been really good?
Yeah, that was just a cat. That wasn't the noise from the start.
I hate that noise. It puts me on edge so much. Oh God, they're coming.
There was no Jaws in this actually. Apparently Spielberg didn't really want to...
reference his own films.
Yeah, but then the T-Rex was probably from... Well, you could argue it's from Jurassic World, I guess.
Yeah.
Why would you want to reference your own films? Strange.
Because he's a very modest man.
Why would no one be a xenomorph?
I feel like there's a bit of Halliday in Spielberg.
Yeah.
Like just nice men.
That was interesting watching an interview with Spielberg because I was like, oh, here we go. He's going to start slagging off Netflix and stuff. Like, no, actually, no, it's a fair.
So normal.
Yeah, he is.
For how big he is, for everything he's done, all the actors he's worked with, like his day-to-day life must be so insane. And he's just so...
He seemed very normal,
straight.
Yeah.
He's just,
Which is interesting.
As soon as the interview finished, he was like,
I'm a dinosaur!
Come on, Mr. Spielberg. Back in the band.
Mr. Spielberg voice as well.
Yeah, he makes people call him Mrs.
Just takes off his glasses and he loses his mind. Just walks around his own house.
Hiding around corners. Come on, Stephen.
So BFG was shit. I did not enjoy BFG. That was him.
No, I think it's because Sophie was super annoying.
Should we score it quick?
Yeah.
on the hour, and then I'm going to look up his films and see how many of his films we've watched and what we think of them.
Yeah.
Make a bit of a Spielberg-y thing. We were going to make it an Easter egg episode because it's Easter. Well, it's just been Easter, but then we were like, that's fucking... No, this pointless. It's boring talking about Easter eggs and films because they're shit. So fuck you all.
And we've had enough of Easter now.
Yeah.
We've got too many eggs downstairs.
Exactly.
I'm going to say 7.
7.
Yeah.
I'll match you on that.
Yeah, I'm going to say... Because even though I didn't enjoy it loads, like, you can't not appreciate how
much is in there.
Difficult this film must have been to make.
Yeah. And how much, I can't remember how much budget went into it.
But just for enjoyment level, I just didn't enjoy it anywhere near enough.
No, because it was, like you said, it was really cheesy. And not even like... I think you can do cheese and it still worked nicely, but it didn't. He's got... writer credits, he's got 23. Director, he's got 57, interestingly. That's a big difference, isn't it? So we're both giving it a 7. Oh, it just hit the hour. That was good timing. What? He's got 23 writing credits and 57.
Who?
Steven Spielberg.
Oh, sorry.
Who?
I was just doing my owl.
Alright. God, this is... I don't think I've seen a lot of these films. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. Oh, Steven Spielberg. Oh, Steven Spielberg. Oh, Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg. That was the theme for it.
Oh, we spent nights writing that.
I'm going to jump past all these ones. He did a lot of TV.
Jump!
He did a lot of stuff for TV in 1970s. Nothing that I've heard. His first film was The Sugarland Express. Nope.
What, are we going to rate them?
Just going to mention what we've seen, just in case there's any surprises or anything that we... his second film was in 1975, which was Jaws, which obviously is amazing.
It's rubbish.
1977, he did Close Encounters of the Third Kind, was his next film, which, I'll be honest, I need to watch again, because I'm sure I'd love it, but I don't.
It still gives me chills.
Doesn't?
Yeah.
I can see why.
It's the noise from it. Hang on, let me get it. You carry on.
In 1979, he did 1941, which I've never watched. You ever watched that?
I don't know.
Definitely never watched that.
Not sure.
Raiders of the Lost Ark in 81, which is amazing. E.T. in 82, the next year that was.
My laptop is very close to the mic.
Is it? Can you hear every single tap? So you've ruined all my audio on this bit. You're the worst.
Hang on, wait, I've got it here.
You've got what there?
The Close Encounters noise that puts me on edge.
Why does it give you chills? It's like, oh, sorry.
I know. Is that it? It sounds different.
So that's lovely.
Yeah, but
that's relaxing.
I know, but it puts me on edge because it reminds me of the film, and the film used to really frighten me because I saw it when I was little, and I remember it being on, and I went out to play in the garden, and I was scared to go down the end of the garden because I was scared that aliens were going to come and take me.
So Steven Spielberg's really messed you up.
Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg.
Sounds like he works at Burger King.
I also just spat all over my
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Spielberg. Nice. He's really messed you up because in 82 he released E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
He what? Oh God!
E.T.
Why is he trying to scare me?
In 82, which we want to watch again, but we can't because it's shit Sophie out.
No, it doesn't. I'm a grown up. I'm a grown up.
Twilight Zone the movie in 83.
Twilight Zone, isn't that really scary as well?
He also did The Temple of Doom in 84, which people don't like so much, but I love it. But that, I think it's because I watched it when I was younger and I liked Temple of Doom when I was younger. I don't know about now. I want to watch the Indiana Jones films again. The Colour Purple, he did in 85, not watched it. Empire of the Sun, which was based on a book in 87, which I haven't watched. 89, Indiana Jones and the Last
Empire
Crusade.
of the Sun is meant to be good, is it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I haven't
not sure. I think I might be
bad. Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade, 89, which I like all the Indiana Jones original 3. When I was younger anyway, I haven't watched them for years.
I'm sure you still like them, they're great.
Always in 89. Never watched it. Hook in 91.
Yes,
I
Hook!
have watched it, but I can't remember it.
I saw something about Hook the other day because on Rotten Tomatoes, I think it's rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, but the audience score's like 78 or something, which I totally agree with because it's the best. I don't understand why.
Is similar.
I think if you
stop it because you're going to burn the house down.
I'm sorry.
And there's a fire fucking...
Oh, is there? Shit, sorry.
She's just playing with fire again.
I think Hook's brilliant. I don't understand that critic.
Can you speak properly today while we're doing the podcast at least?
Look, me and Stilven have an understanding. Stilven Spielberg.
Stilts mean stilts.
Stilven Spielberg. I think
Spielberg.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Spielberg, sounds funny. The next one was in '93, which was Jurassic Park, which is obviously the classic of them all.
I've never heard of it.
The same year he released Schindler's List as well, which I've never seen other than the bit with the girl with the red balloon, or is it red dress, red jacket, for the red balloon? That's Pennywise.
I can really the rain.
I've mistaken her for Pennywise. 97. That was So okay, so we had a bit of a break there because after '93, his next film was The Lost World in '97.
Oh.
Amistad in '97 as well.
I hope you like ambience. Because
you can hear the rain. It's cozy.
It is actually really
nice. Saving Private Ryan in '98, which of course we watched, which is great.
An absolute stunner.
AI in 2001.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
Haley Joel Osment. Wait, is
to me, all I just heard was...
That is that, isn't it? The Haley Joel Osment, and is it Jude Law?
Keep saying it fast, I'm going to forgive you.
I'm going to look it up while you do that. Yeah.
I don't think it is, but look to this.
Oh.
So you've pooped.
Haley Joel Osment and... Yeah, no, that is that.
What?
AI.
I don't see him in the cast.
I don't see him.
What's the poster?
In 2001?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not coming up.
They're the first...
Oh, wait, no, they are.
Yeah.
I did it wrong. My bad.
There's also a man in this called Sam Robards, and it's like, it feels like they haven't spelled Roberts right.
Sam Spielberg. That's what his name is.
Spielberg.
Next year, 2002, we did Minority Report, which is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And the idea is great.
Yeah.
Have you watched... I watched it quite recently. I remember saying to you about it. Didn't you say there's something you said about not wanting to watch it for... Did you say about not wanting to watch it?
What, Minority Report?
Because you watched it quite soon before.
No, I haven't watched it recently.
Oh.
I really like Minority Report.
Interesting. It's very good. Written by Philip K. Dick. I'm trying to say it so fast. That's why.
Written by Philip K.
Written by
Philip.
Catch Me If You Can in 2002. Never seen it. The Terminal in 2004. Never
Catch
seen
Me If You Can is wonderful. The Terminal was also wonderful.
Next one was in 2005, so another little break. Oh no, it wasn't. Sorry, The Terminal was 2004, so it wasn't really a break.
Nice little break of no months.
War of the Worlds was in 2005, which I do really like, other than the ending's a bit fucking weird.
Yeah, and it's like, what?
Fuck, I didn't realise that film's like, oh, that's...
Alright.
Not that. Munich in 2005. I did not realise this is how old this film. In 2008, he did Indiana Jones and the and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
God, that's 10 years old.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I guess
like
it is, because I played Lego Indiana Jones. Lego Indiana Jones.
Lego Indiana Jones.
Absolutely. That kind of trashed him massively.
Yeah.
The Adventure... Oh, it's not going good here for me. The Adventures of Tintin.
Have you seen that?
I feel like I have. I feel like
I remember being like, oh my god, this is going to be absolute rubbish. I don't even know why I watched it, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I don't know, actually. War Horse.
Yeah, I haven't seen the film, but I've seen, the stage show.
That was one of those films that when you used to talk about, like, oh, it's beautiful, it's magnificent. That used to feel like one of those
Really? War Horse?
Yeah.
I feel like they talked about the play like that. I'm not sure about the film. I don't know about the film. I haven't seen it.
I don't know.
I didn't bother.
I feel like people... Oh god, he did have a bit of a gag here. Well, then he did Lincoln in 2012, which I don't know how meant to be pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think, because it's Daniel Day-Lewis, isn't it?
Did you know this? He did Bridge of Spies. Did you know that's Spielberg?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then he's also got Dude in it again. Yeah.
It's got Dude in it.
Yeah. It's got Spielberg in it.
It's got Spielberg.
In 2015, and then he did the BFG in 2016, which was fucking terrible.
I mean...
I said it outright.
No.
I had a little snooze in it, but...
Yeah, you totally fell asleep.
Come on, that fart scene was horrendous.
Oh, I know, that was really, really embarrassingly bad. But it's in the book.
We'll take it out of the book.
Also, you did fall asleep, but that was the day when we'd watched like 4 films in a day.
We watched
Finding Glory
BFG.
and what else did we watch that day?
I don't remember watching
Yeah, we watched 3. You also fell asleep in Finding Dory, though. So
I still liked it.
You're just falling asleep.
Don't stop me.
I'm saying that I fell asleep in Ready Player One quite a few times. I didn't fall asleep, but I mean, like, my eyes kept closing. But that's because I'd had my travel sickness tablet,
So you went
and I was
everywhere.
completely drugged.
Yeah. They did the post. I was supposed to say about something about the BFG. I've completely forgotten now. No, I didn't realise it was Disney.
What?
BFG. I thought it was, but then I didn't realise it actually was.
I did either, actually. Oh, except I think it was on the ears that we got sent to work. The big BFG ears. I'm pretty sure that had Disney printed on them. Sir.
The next after that was the Post in 2017, and then Ready Player One in 2018.
Some more Tom.
What?
I can't think of his name.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, for goodness sake.
Some more
Tom.
Tom.
That's definitely the first time I've ever forgotten Tom Hanks' name. Well.
Favourite Spielberg film? Spielberg?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that was a silly question. I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
Either that or Jaws for me. I don't know which one.
Mine's definitely El Parco.
I have to watch him again to be
Le
honest.
Jurassic.
To decide.
I bet that
I think
is right.
I know Jaws better, if I'm honest. I think I remember that better than I think probably Jaws, to be honest.
Get out.
You get out of here.
You get out.
But saying that, I do really like Minority Report, but that's because I like the idea and the way it's written is fucking brilliant. But that's
I want to
not
watch that
still-
again. Do you want to
that's
watch
not-
it after this?
Get out. We've got
Get
Cars
out.
3 to watch.
Oh yeah, Love is a Highway.
Love is a Highway.
It's not going to be in there. I know that, but I really wish
You
it
can
was.
dream.
I wanna ride it all night long.
If you're interested, we watched Guardians 2 again last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Year after it came out, which is scary. Wasn't as good the second time, other than the last 20 minutes.
Last 40 minutes.
Last 40 minutes, sorry. Yeah, last 40 minutes. That's fair.
Come on, be generous.
Which is why I
And we
can't.
weren't even really watching it at the start because we were planning each
I
other's
was.
Easter egg hunt.
I kept stopping.
Well, I
I'm
didn't.
joking.
I didn't stop
No,
because
no,
I
but-
am non-stop
but you could
for
hear it in
your
the amount
Easter
of-
egg hunt.
Oh, you're wonderful.
I know.
But no, there was it pushed it so many jokes at the start. So many jokes. What's it time for?
It's time for the news.
April Fool's, 'cause there's no
Fucking news.
Amazing. No, there's generally no news this week because we can't find anything that's interesting.
There is.
There is games.
Come on.
What news is
Come
there this
on.
week then? Alright, you tell me. Anyone been arrested?
Steven Spielberg is
Spielberg.
changing his name to Steven Spielberg,
That's the news.
and
for
that's
this
the
week, then.
truth.
There you go, that's your news.
Yeah.
All good there?
All good. And
Goodbye.
that's the end.